Hello and welcome to our final video of our 4-video series about charting. So remember, we took a word problem, took the data out of it, made a T-chart. Then from the T-chart we made a bar graph. Then from the T-chart we made a line graph. And now today, from the T-chart, we are going to make a pie graph. So a pie graph is probably what you think. It is a circular graph that sort of looks like a pie. Let's fix that up a little bit. So a pie graph shows different parts of a whole. So if we remember from the first video, each of these equals 50 altogether. So 50 is going to be our whole. Now we're going to work with the first number, 16. So when thinking of this pie graph and the number 16, what we'll do, you have to make a key. So I'll start with blue, and that is Allison. Allison has 16. Now we have to think about what part of 50 is 16. So half of 50 is 25. 16 is still less than half, so it wouldn't split the circle in half. But then half of 25 is 12.5. And 16 is a little bit more than that. So 16 is a little bit more than a quarter. And color that in, shade it in so we know, and then we can make a little note here that that shows us 16. Now we'll move on to Edward's 12. We'll use green for that. Now, Edward, he has 12 marbles. 12 is less than 16. So, it won't be as large as this portion is. But remember what I said was half of half. It was 12.5. So therefore, Edward has about 1/4 of this whole. So we can shade this in green. So Edward has about 1/4 of 50 marbles. And since we already have one 12, we may as well go ahead and do the other 12, meaning that Abdiel also has about 1/4. So we can split that. So we see we have another 12, And these two parts are equal. So we have two parts of a whole that make about half. Not completely half though. Because remember, half is 25 and 12 plus 12 is only 24. So now that leaves us with the very last portion. I'll shade that in so you can see it. And that is Kennedy's portion. And she has 10. So now, again, this is just a different way to visualize how many marbles each person has. You can see Allison with 16 has the largest part of 50. She also has the most. Abdiel and Edward, they both have equal parts of 50, and they have the same number of marbles. While Kennedy, she has 10, and that's the smallest amount of marbles. So here, it's the smallest part of 50. What should I do to the numbers if I want to make each part equal? Leave a comment down below and let me know. What should I do to these numbers to make each part equal? I wanted to mention, over here I made a key. So this tells you who has each part. So blue is Allison, green is Edward, red is Abdiel, and the black marker is Kennedy's. And you also want to label with the numbers so you can see what each part represents. So again, as before, remember the comment, as well as I will be leaving in the description a link that you use the same data from the examples from before to make your own pie chart. Now, as you can see, my circle is not perfect. Your circle does not have to be perfect, but it should be generally round. Should have a pretty good circle. So you can make your circle and then practice making your own pie chart using the example data from before. So throughout these videos, we have learned how to translate data into different graphs. We learned how to take a word problem and use those data points to create a T-chart. And we've learned how to use a T-chart to make a bar graph, a line graph, and now a pie graph. Thank you for watching this series. I hope you learned a lot. And comment down below if there's anything else that you would like me to teach. Thanks for watching.